Hey guys, how's it going? I am WWE Hall of Famer Lita, welcoming you to General Admission Wrestling.
I knew Walter wouldn't stoop to a cheap attack before the biggest match of his career, but I didn't see Matt Riddle coming. That's okay though. I've been world champion twice in GAW, and I've challenged for countless belts before. I know why someone might try to physically assault the champion they're hunting. It's because they're afraid. Matt Riddle doesn't want me at my best because he knows he can't beat me. But I can beat him. Hulk Hogan once told Randy Savage he wanted the world to know that he beat Savage at his best. I want the world to know I beat Matt Riddle at his best, and I did it when I wasn't at mine. Matt Riddle is afraid of me, so I've already won. Hey everybody, welcome to GAW Friday Night Storm. We have just 3 shows, this one included, until Bash at the Beach. And of course, we know that we will have the World Championship match there. Walter is the current #1 contender. Will Aleister Black still be the champion? That we don't know. We do know that Bobby Lashley, the Intercontinental Champion, will be taking on Ricochet. We know we've got the Rumble on the beach. And we know that we have a #1 contenders match for the U.S. Championship coming up in the main event tonight. But starting things off, what a match this is. Charlotte Flair, fresh off picking up a big win on GAW Dark a couple days ago, will have to step in the ring with GAW's returning legend, the first ever U.S. champion, and the woman who seems to have her sights set on world champion Dakota Kai. This sight will never get less intimidating. I will never have fewer goosebumps watching Ronda Rousey make her entrance, and you can see how much people really appreciate her. They say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and in Ronda Rousey's case, I think that is certainly the truth. You know, we take a look back at what happened last week when she came out to confront Dakota Kai. She just mowed down Tegan Nox like Tegan Nox was a piece of paper, and then one swift strike, one right hand, right into the face of the Women's World Champ, and Kai was out of there. Ronda Rousey sent quite a message last week, and now her first time back in the ring in 6 months. I can't wait to see this. Rowdy Ronda Rousey, the first ever U.S. champion in the history of General Admission Wrestling. She won an 8-woman tournament back in season 1, announced by Lita. Ronda Rousey beat the legend Lita in the finals of that tournament. And I mean, when you look at, and then Rousey went on to just destroy the entire women's division. 6 successful defenses of her U.S. championship in 104 days. One of them against Dakota Kai, the woman who is now the women's champion. She defended it against Charlotte Flair as well. I mean, Ronda Rousey, she had more defenses in her single 104-day reign than both Kacy Catanzaro and Tegan Nox have had in the entire time since then. And Kacy Catanzaro won the title in October. So that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about 6 months. Ronda Rousey, beautiful hip toss from the former MMA great. First cover of the match here from Rowdy. Charlotte kicks out. No sign of Dakota Kai, no sign of Tegan Nox. I think they've been rocked by Rousey after her appearance last week. One wonders where they might be. But Ronda Rousey, she's looking to send a message right now. And when it comes to #1 contenders, as you know, in GAW, You know, they're not just random. Rousey needs to earn it. But I believe that Rousey has that ability. Knife edge chop from Charlotte and a spear. For all the talk about Ronda Rousey over the last week, covered from Charlotte, kick out. Charlotte Flair could do herself a world of good by beating the Rowdy One right now. Figure 4 head scissors now applied by Charlotte, and Ronda Rousey, she is not having any of that. A battle of 2 of the best submission wrestlers in general admission wrestling. Figure 8 versus armbar. And now Ronda Rousey into the front chancery, maybe looking to put on the guillotine. No, she'll target that arm. Nice single arm takedown, and now a grounded hammerlock, and Rousey jerks back on the elbow. You wonder if the armbar is going to be coming for that left arm. Lariat takes Charlotte down, and a second one. These haymakers thrown by the Rowdy One, and a third. Ronda Rousey would become the first woman ever to win the women's double, the U.S. and World Championship, of course, if she is to dethrone Kai. And that's clearly where her sights are right now. As Rousey taking Charlotte over. Now on the ropes is Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey once again targeting the arms of Charlotte. You can see that she's worked on both the left and right, so there is no way to play defense against the armbar. Rousey now turns her over, and Rousey, this is a single leg clutch. Charlotte Flair, she gets out of that one easily. Ronda Rousey tries to come back. Nice judo toss from Flair. Rousey answers. Snapmare from the former champ, and Flair answers. Big elbow. Lariat misses, and Rousey with a Frankensteiner. You should not get into a striking battle with Ronda Rousey, and now the figure 4 head scissors applied by Rousey. Flair just tried to do it, and just like Rousey did, Flair, the core strength, just too much. Flair, boot to the gut, and now Charlotte Flair, she's targeted the neck. Nice neck breaker, reminds me of Rick Rude's Rude Awakening. Another spear attempt, this one blocked by Rousey. Rousey has her up. Samoan drop from Ronda Rousey. That's how she beat Lita to win the U.S. Championship for the first time. No, doesn't work this time. Ronda Rousey has so many weapons. The Samoan drop is just one of them. Another head scissors locked in now by Rousey. Flair once again just too strong in the core for that, and Flair comes back in, flies in with the spear. This has been a back and forth affair the whole time, and now middle of the ring, Flair's got herself a cover, and Rousey kick out. Charlotte Flair can't believe it, but now Rousey, she's in a bad position. I wonder if Flair is going to go for the figure 8. We've seen her use the natural selection a lot. Goes for the boot, maybe trying to set it up, but Ronda Rousey catches it. Oh, what a suplex. Everyone and their mother knows that the figure 8 is coming when you're dealing with Charlotte Flair, and now Rousey. Oh, that was beautiful. Hip toss and attacking the arm once again. Charlotte Flair has made real use of the natural selection, and you wonder if it's coming boot. Caught by Rousey, and again, Rousey. This is exactly what I expected to see from both women, and now Rousey picks her up once again, looking for Samoan drop. Charlotte Flair comes back, reverse DDT. The Queen, she is all over Rousey right now. And I think this is exactly what Ronda Rousey wanted to see from a match like this. She wanted to get tested, knowing that Dakota Kai may be in her future, but not if Charlotte Flair has anything to say about it. Flair brings Rousey down to her knees. Natural selection. Charlotte Flair, she's been using this as her kill shot over the last number of weeks, and it's not going to work on Ronda Rousey. Rousey explodes off the canvas, and the fans explode here in Kansas City. Flair, beautiful, go behind, bridge on the cover. Flair trying to steal one right now, and Rousey muscles her off. You saw a little Flair strut there as well. Learned well from her father. Charlotte Flair looking for a suplex. Ronda Rousey turns it around, catches her small package. Rousey looking to steal it, and Ronda Rousey. What a performance from Ronda Rousey. Charlotte Flair thought she was going to lock in She thought she was going to go for maybe an exploder or a fisherman's buster. And Ronda Rousey, she was too quick for that. Wow. So well done from Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And now you got to think, her sights are set on Dakota Kai. Who stands in her way? And will it be the Rowdy one that challenges Dakota Kai for that world championship? And believe me, as difficult of a test as Jessamyn Duke was for Dakota Kai, Ronda Rousey may be something very different. Charlotte Flair, she was looking to steal it with that pinning predicament right there. But Ronda Rousey, she is back, ladies and gentlemen. The first and greatest U.S. champion in GAW history. She is back, and she is looking for revenge on Team Kick. Is Dakota Kai next? We'll find out. I'm hearing that Conor McGregor is backstage. You think just because the Proper 12 branding came off the show that I don't have some power still? The Battle Royal a few weeks ago decided the #1 contender. Bobby and I have the match contract for Bash. I helped Ricochet win because I knew Bobby Lashley will massacre him in a few weeks' time. Our goal is for Bobby Lashley to be the most decorated Intercontinental Champion of all time. And you do that by being smart. Speaking of smart, anyone seen that dark CM Punk around since Lashley beat him to a bloody mess? Neither have I. That's why he's no longer with the mob. Gorillas of Destiny, former GAW Tag Team Champions. They had 2 successful defenses of those belts when they won them at Tidal Wave last year. Lost them ultimately to the Usos at Nitro 10. Hey, if you're ever curious about our title histories, if you're curious when the Usos may have held these belts, when their first reign was, or if you're curious if GOD ever fought for those belts before they won them, go check out generaladmissionwrestling.com. We have full title histories of all of our championships dating all the way back to 2005. We also have some pretty cool surprises there for you as well, including our Spotify, where you can check out all of our themes and official songs for our special events, like the one you're hearing right now. The Usos are 2-time tag team champions. They hold those belts with pride, as they should. Beautiful new title designs, by the way. I absolutely love these. The Usos ushering in a new era in tag team wrestling. They are already, you want to talk about some fun things you can learn over on our title history page? The Usos are already halfway towards becoming the most decorated tag champions in the history of GAW. You know who holds that honor? It's actually held by 2 teams, the Young Bucks and the Motor City Machine Guns. Both are 4-time tag team champions. The Usos, I think that if ultimately they're looking in that direction, but right now, I think they want to hold these belts for as long as possible, and the way that they're performing, I got to question who the hell might take these belts off of them. Tama Tonga to start things off for the challengers. This is a revenge match in a lot of ways for the Gorillas of Destiny. Of course, the Usos were the team that took the World Tag Team Championships off of GOD at Nitro 10, and Tama Tonga letting them know it. The Usos were the first champions of the YouTube era. They held the belts for 244 days in Season 1. And with this reign now, they are looking to become just the 3rd team ever to have multiple reigns of over 200 days. Only the Young Bucks and the Steiner brothers have ever done that. What a lariat from Jimmy Uso, working on Tama Tonga now, and Uso getting a running start for that one as well. This is, I believe, all about sending a message to the mighty Don't Kneel. Possibly the hottest team on the planet right now, TMDK. What a double chop by Jimmy. We saw Shane Thorne and Nick Miller go up against the Young Bucks last week, former 4-time World Tag Team Champions. And TMDK took them to school, as they have done with so many other teams. TMDK beat GOD as well. They beat War Machine. Shane Thorne beat Sin Cara in singles action. That's how well it's going for the mighty Don't Kneel right now. Nice double leg takedown from Tama Tonga. And now Tama, he's got the opportunity, he's got the opening, possibly to take a tag here. And instead, he'll try to work on those legs. It was a bad decision. Probably should have taken the tag when he had the chance. That's what you need to do against the Usos. You got to be able to execute. It's obviously so important in the context of any tag team match, but especially against Jimmy and Jey Uso. You need to be at your absolute best. And now Jimmy Uso with a Samoan death drop. Jimmy and Jay's father, Rikishi, made that one famous, and now Jimmy Uso single leg camel clutch applied here. Tama Tonga close to the corner, but can't quite reach out, can't quite make that tag. It's a good job to work himself out of that, but he eats a right hand from Jimmy for his troubles, and now into the corner goes Tama Tonga. Tag in, here comes Jay for the first time. Jimmy Uso, nice scoop slam, Tongaloa, he's being chastised by the referee. Jey Uso splash. And that one might just be enough to do it. Jey Uso from the top, there is Tongaloa. Tongaloa stops that cover. 3 minutes in, Tama Tonga still alive, but he now desperately needs a tag, and now Jey Uso throwing those haymakers. Obviously, the mighty Don't Kneel seem to be the logical challengers for the Usos right now for the tag team championships, but GOD, they could obviously insert themselves into that picture with a win here over the champions. You know how it works in GAW. You get a win over the champs, and you pretty much are guaranteed a title opportunity. Tama Tonga staggers to his feet, and Jey Uso, what a DDT. That had some velocity behind it. This is a clinic right now from Jimmy and Jay, but here comes Tama Tonga. Beautiful Frankensteiner, and he grabs the leg. Tama Tonga rolls over with it. Jey Uso reverses the cover. Jey Uso sitting down on it, and Tama Tonga kicks out. Both Tongaloa and Jimmy Uso were a little confused there about what they needed to do. A little slow on the uptick. Tama Tonga, he is a long, long way away from his partner to make a tag. And Jey Uso, he's got Tama Tonga right where he wants him. Jey Uso into the Tequila Sunrise and wrenches all the way back on it. That is absolutely ugly. And Jay and Jimmy Uso once again put on a tag team clinic. Wow, who can stop that Tequila Sunrise? That's one of the nastiest submission holds that I've ever seen, and Jimmy and Jey Uso, both of them perform it so well. Jimmy Uso takes it out of Tama Tonga, and Jay comes in for the kill. This was the brief moment of opportunity for Tama Tonga as he got the 2 count. Jey Uso ultimately prevails, and this is what the champions are about. Here comes the Tequila Sunrise. Question is, who beats this team? And that I really... Hey, this is TMDK. TMDK are out here. Here's Shane Thorne, Nick Miller. Shane Thorne has taken Jimmy Uso off the apron, and it's Jey Uso, Nick Miller in the ring. This is absolute pandemonium now, and this is the first time that we've seen the mighty Don't Kneel actually put their hands on the Usos. They've said that they're coming for these tag team championships, and I think this is a declaration of war from the mighty Don't Kneel. Bianca Belair coming out with the opportunity to become the #1 contender to Tegan Nox's U.S. Championship. Belair has been on a roll here in Season 2, probably the best that we've seen her perform in GAW since she's been here. Bianca Belair coming in 2-1, wins over Shayna Baszler and Charlotte Flair. That is quite a pedigree of wrestler to have victories over, and Bianca Belair did it in the space of 3 weeks. So Belair now, she's told Tegan Nox flat out that she doesn't believe Tegan Nox is worthy of the belt that she holds. We haven't seen Team Kick in the building since Ronda Rousey's return last week, so hopefully this means that Bianca Belair can actually have a chance to win her #1 contendership fairly. Rosita of LAX has also been on a roll, probably the best run of her career in GAW as well. She is 2-0, including a win over Bianca Belair, and we'll take a look back at that match. That was about 2 months ago. That was just the second episode of Friday Night Storm. The two opened that show, and Rosita, with the help of Hernandez, pops Bianca Belair with the brass knucks, and Rosita picks up her first victory of Season 2 in that fashion. Belair hasn't lost since then, and Rosita went on to pick up another win this past Wednesday on Dark, taking down Marina Shafir. So not only are the stakes here the #1 contendership for the U.S. Championship, but for Bianca Belair, it's a revenge match, and a match that I think she's going to take very personally because of the way that Rosita beat her the first time around. #1 contendership on the line here in tonight's main event. Just a few weeks to go until Bash at the Beach, and we will have Tegan Nox's opponent once this match has concluded. You know that Bianca Belair, she's got to be watching out for Hernandez. You know that she's going to have eyes in the back of her head. She needs to know where Hernandez is at all times, because it was, of course, the founder of the Latin American Exchange that helped Rosita get the win the first time around. It's been kind of a storied series between these two women, dating all the way back to the U.S. title tournament, actually, back in Season 1, when Bianca Belair ended up beating Rosita after Rosita went for the Exchange, what we now know as the Exchange, and Belair just super kicked her right in the mouth and ended the match. And now Belair with these chicken wings, reminiscent of Ricky Steamboat. I'm loving it. Again, we haven't seen Team Kick since Ronda Rousey returned last week, so I hope that means that we're going to get something clean here between these two women. Of course, that also depends on Rosita and Hernandez. Rosita rising up to the top rope. Here comes Belair to her feet. Rosita with a missile drop kick. That caught Belair right in the jaw. Rosita feeling good about herself, and she should. Undefeated here in Season 2, and obviously with Hernandez in her corner, as much as Hernandez has done for her, as much as he's helped. But Bianca Belair, obviously one of the best athletes we've ever seen in general admission wrestling. One of the best female athletes on the planet, regardless of sport. That's what Belair brings to the table. Strike, dodged by Rosita. Nice soul butt, but Belair comes back. Strike countered once again. Rosita, lariat, ducked by Bianca Belair, and now a backbreaker. Belair enjoys the size and strength advantage over most women, but certainly when it comes to Rosita, that is going to play a huge factor. No doubt about it. Rosita to her feet. Here comes Belair back into the ring. Stuns her. What a right forearm. That right hand absolutely shocks Rosita, and now Belair has her up and drops her down with the electric chair. And this is exactly what Bianca Belair can do. She's getting on a roll here, and you do not want to let Belair have the momentum. It's about the worst thing you can do, and it's Belair up top now. Belair crossbody. Wow, how proficiently can she push the pace of a match, and she's trying to make sure that Rosita can't do anything untoward. KOD. The kiss of death from Bianca Belair and Hernandez. There's nothing he can do about it, but will Rosita to kick out, and she does. Bianca Belair can't believe it. This is Rosita. This is what we've seen from her, Belair. What a spear in the corner. This is exactly what we've seen from Rosita ever since she joined up with LAX. Really, ever since she joined up with Hernandez. Rosita was the one who challenged Tegan Knox for the U.S. Championship at Nitro 10. Meteora into the corner from Rosita. Hernandez was incapacitated, presumably by Team Kick, before that match at Nitro. And now Belair in about the same spot with the electric chair drop. And this time Belair, she's gonna put the pressure on Rosita right now. Cover here from Belair. Rosita's in trouble, and Bianca Belair is the #1 contender. What a match from Belair, and just when she needed it most. She needed to have a big, big match. And to become #1 contender, you had to run through one of the toughest women in GAW so far in season 2. The KOD did not get the job done, but credit to Bianca Belair. She did not let that change her focus at all and knew that she needed to stay on top of Rosita before Rosita does anything to jeopardize this match or the fairness of this match. Bianca Belair has just won the biggest match of her GAW career. She is headed to Bash at the Beach, and that gives us another official match in a few weeks when Bash kicks off. Bianca Belair versus Tegan Knox for the United States Championship. And at the site of the formation of the New World Order 25 years ago, Bianca Belair has the chance to bring a new order to GAW when it comes to the United States Championship. And we'll see what happens at Bash at the Beach. Folks, thank you so much once again for joining us here on General Admission Wrestling. Join us on Monday for more GAW Academy Storm Chaser. Check out our website, generaladmissionwrestling.com, Spotify, and Discord. It's all there. We appreciate you.